should cast this FOMO and hope to hit a Dredger's Insight. Let me see. I guess I shouldn't scoop. I can't really imagine what their hand could be that we can ever beat though, but hey. Back this insight. Find the boiler villages. I guess I might as well put it in my hand. Day of Judgment waiting room. Yeah, the thing is they're drawing so many cards. I'm not convinced that Day of Judgment isn't just like beneficial for them. Oh, their teamer build is so cool. Like, it's a combo deck, but it also just gets to function as like a slightly goofy mid-range deck. Yeah, the Hellkites are really cute in that deck. I agree. Probably just gets run over by VV. To be fair, doesn't everything get run over by VV? You know, I'm convinced. I don't know. This unit deck feels fine. But it does feel like there's a very specific range of things it's actually good against. And then a lot of things that can just go very over it or under it, potentially. Going over the top of this unit deck feels like kind of comically easy. It was always somewhat easy to go over the top of the old Xur decks, but even more so for these unit decks, right? Jahar got smoked by VV2 with Abzan. That checks out. Certainly checks out. Alright, I'm gonna go get some water real quick, and when I get back, we will be playing some Otters. Be right back, y'all. Welcome back. Chair on chair action, indeed, indeed. Incredible. I kind of wanted to try out some Consult the Star charts in the main, but I don't know if that's reasonable or not. Oh, it's pretty nice. Let's try this. Welcome back, everyone, to More Standard and Arena with me, Autumn, aka Rainy the Witch. Good to have you all back for some more standard action. We're playing one of our favorite decks again today, Twinmaw Otters, a deck that's all about this card, Enduring Vitality. You get to make a lot of mana. Making mana is pretty good. Eventually, you even get to combo kill or prowess kill, depending on the flavor of the draw. To support Vitality, we have Stormchaser's Talent, Thundertrap Trainer, Questing Druid. All these things that give you value and incidentally make bodies. We also have the Song of Totentanz card that makes a lot of bodies, so you can make a lot of mana. And eventually in the late game, you get to cast this Valley Floodcaller card. to either soft combo your opponent by tapping a couple Otters to make a bit of mana and cast a few spells, or hard combo your opponent with this Desculpting Blast card, which can loop Stormchaser's talent to get you as many Prowess triggers as you want. A couple of different cards we're trying out today. We've got this Quantum Riddler card that I'm excited to play a bit more with as a tutor target to help get you back in the game with resources. And we've got Consult the Star Charts, which is just an instant that plays nicely with Desculpting Blast and Floodcaller. Might even end up playing more copies of this card at some point, but I wanted to try a single copy and see how it performs. Let's play some Otters. Always a good time. I don't know. How many blue sources? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 11, 13. I have like 19 blue sources, essentially. Not awful on the draw, honestly. Obviously on 7 I would snap more. On 6 I kind of want to keep this. Am I getting rid of the talent or the Floodcaller? Alright, let's try this. Hey Civ, you're so old. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Godless Shrine. Fascinating. Questing Druid, weirdly reasonable draw. Essentially. Yeah, I don't really know which way to go with it. Maybe I'm just meant to get rid of the Floodcaller because we have this stock up and our hand's like already a bit chunky. Ow. Some kind of pixie strategy. Hey, now that is a good draw. I guess they can Momentum Breaker it, but thankfully it's replacing itself, so that doesn't hugely matter. Pretty excited to jam stock up next turn, most likely. Should sort out a lot of things here. Alright, they are on Esper, they're bouncing Breaker and firing it off again. Fine. Like I say, the trainer's already replaced itself. This isn't really that big a concern. I'm gonna stock up. I might regret not torching this if they play Cosmic Ground next turn. But I also want to use my mana efficiently pretty badly, so tricky. I have no idea. All of these cards are fine. Definitely not taking Sanctum, I know that much. Like, Analyze can go get a mountain, so we don't necessarily need this Stomping Ground. Taking Stomping Ground means Analyze gets to tutor a creature instead. Don't play Cosmogrand. Have mercy. Alright, they're not doing it. Or they're making 1/1s of Cosmogrand. Which would be like annoying but fine. Alright, this is acceptable. Oh my gosh, they're playing Riddler in that list. That's cool. Oh, that's a lot of card flow. Very nice. Ooh, this is a very nice turn for them. Alright. Actually pretty terrifying. Wishing I had a fire magic right now. Damn, Riddler's looking so sick in their list. I gotta say. Riddler flicker nonsense. Yeah, I've seen people playing this card with, is it Splash Portal? Alright, they attack me for free. I guess I'm just gonna take it and go to 11. Oh, Parting Gust, true. Forgot about that one. Kind of the worst possible Questing Druid. I guess I just make a bunch of rats for vitality. 3, 4, 7, yeah. I can have 4 rats in play, and the next time I can tutor vitality and like hope that I can set up the combo. Alright, I kind of buy that this is probably the plan. If we draw a Vitality or Flood Cooler, we have decent odds of, like, potentially going off here. Tiny Bones joins up. Okay, that one's actually really scary, right? Because it can potentially deal a little bit of damage to me, too. Oh, what am I discarding? I think a spell kind of sucks. I guess that's what I'm doing. Goodbye, rat token. So currently we're going to 2. Notably, we have one of our 2 flood callers already in the yard, so would kind of need to draw one of the combo E pieces. Yeah, we are a very fair deck this game, it's true. At least for now. Oh, they get to bounce the tiny bones. That means we have to discard forest. It's not ideal. Wait, what? They don't target me? Excuse me? Fascinating. Huh. If I analyze vitality, play vitality. 5 mana, which is not enough to grab Floodcaller, sadly. I stock up play vitality, I'm 1 creature short. Trying to figure out if there's any outs here. I think the answer is no. I'm just a little bit too pinched on resources. I mean, if Hopeless Nightmare was in standard, it would be getting banned very quickly. Alright, wow, that Riddler was really impressive that game. Very, very sick. What a card. So are we assuming they're playing Riddler instead of Cosmogrand, or as well as? Yeah, hitting Riddler on the Druid was, like, somewhat unfortunate. It is true. Oh yeah, it's instead of a draw spell. That makes sense. I should definitely keep the Stormbrood in that case. Maybe Annul's good. It gets rid of the bounceables. Kind of feel like that creature's what I care about the most, though. Yeah, we didn't see a stock up. Try this. It hits Cosmic Grand specifically, is my thinking of one. So 1 copy to 2 to 4 sounds pretty nice to me, but I don't know if I'm right about that. Alright, well, this is certainly a keep. Desculpting Blast is really nice if they have a Stormchasers in hand, and like pretty unexciting otherwise. Huh. Sometimes I get lots of card people play. Alright. Yes, we should just get this out of play. Reduces their pressure a bit if they have like a Kieran or something. Spiteful Hexmage makes fire magic look even better. It's already looking pretty nice. Alright. Goodbye, my friend. You'll be missed. Mm-hmm. My poor creatures. So sad. Torch this. I kind of want to use my mana efficiently instead. Even if getting back a Bushwhack isn't, like, thrilling. Oh. I mean... that's a lot of 1/1s. Not a bad draw at all. We get to attack this turn, and then next turn we get to use them to level up talent. Sure thing. I lose a rat token. Deal. The forbidden mode, so true. Go get a land. Maybe I was meant to sack a rat there to scry. Just to dig for stock up. Or Questing Druid or whatever. Any number of cards really. -1 Otter. Alright, deal. This is a pretty good one. Oh boy, yeah, these are some cards, I guess. These are some fine cards. Let's go. They're already dead. You think we're gonna win this one, chat? I'm really not sure. Could kind of go either way. Yeah, it might be a bit close. I agree. Am I winning? That game I was. My opponent did not draw Cosmogrand, and therefore I won. A shocking turn of events. They also did not draw a Riddler. True. Riddler would have been nice for them. Seems pretty good. Opponents on Esper Pixie. Blast from the past. And also the present. Lots of people are playing it right now. Blast from many directions. Yeah, my opponent's list is playing Riddler, which is not super common in Pixie. But, you know, strong card. Oh boy, they have the draw. Okay. That's pretty good. Pretty good. I assume I just have to torch Hexmage to buy time. And then hope I find a fire magic at some point. I wonder if we need third fire magic in the board. Yeah, they can just bounce Riddler to draw a bunch. It also just like is a good card that refuels in the late game, right? Even outside of like synergies and stuff. I could hold open Floodcaller. I feel like it would just die. So I'm gonna stock up. Torchless Song? I mean, they might just... Yeah, maybe they just don't have much going on. Maybe they have a lot of removal. That's kind of my thinking. Who knows? I kind of want to take Torchless Song. We already have a Riddler to refuel later. We don't need the Questing Druid urgently. Wow. Powerful. Stock up is better, but Consult is also good. Stock up is just much more efficient. Like, on that turn, stock up was way better, right? Because it got us 2 cards. Like, Consult is a nice card. It's definitely a very standard playable card, but it's no stock up. Eyeglass Siren. Okay, resolves. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Oh, I kind of want to play the Vitality this turn. Because then the song might just kill them later. Although notably my whole hand is non-creatures currently. This is a little annoying. Slight exaggeration, but you know what I mean. Let's just say go. I don't really want to expose my Floodcaller. Alright, whatever. I'll do this. It does make Song of Totentanz like very tempo positive next turn, which is pretty appealing at the moment. Wow, they're gonna exile my critter. Oh, I'm sure I'm glad I have this torch the tower, I'll say that much. I believe that is a keep. Pretty enthusiastically so, in fact. They hit us for free. Can't quite play over the top of the nowhere with Floodcaller, unfortunately. I'm worried that taking 2 is actually like pretty meaningful. But Trainer Tapland, yeah, I kind of wanted the Totentanz because it's really tempo positive. Maybe it's fine to just go Totentanz, Trainer, Tapland though, and have 1 less rat, and just accept that they'll probably die next turn anyway. We don't need to kill them this turn, necessarily. I'm gonna go with the Cowardice Lime. I just think it's like really hard for me to ever lose a long game here. I don't need to like do some nonsense this turn. Into their face up, nowhere to run. Red or green or blue for this talent? Probably red. I guess. It's Torch versus Bushwhack. Yeah, of course. It's fine. I guess maybe I wanted to play the talent this time, but I kind of want the talent for the Floodcaller on tap. 1 mana on tap is real nice. It doesn't feel like, even if they kill one of our things, it doesn't feel like we need 3 things in play to combo them here. We're going to be very flush with mana regardless. Still 0 Cosmo Sightings. Indeed. I feel like it's the only card I'm scared of. They sure have not been drawing it. Cast my Floodcaller. Cast my Stormchaser. Cosmo Grand is the card that we're talking about. Alright, I'm gonna pretend they have interaction open and try and play around it. Because I'm just curious. Fire Magic's pretty absurd. Oh boy. That's a spicy one right there. We did it. Let's go. Buyback Song with talent. Oh, maybe you're right, yeah. Yes, we keep this. Seems fine. Seems fine. I meant to play Starting Town on one chat. The eternal question. Because I could draw Botanical Sanctums. Whatever. Fine. Oh, Riddler's really funny with Bushwhack. I'd never noticed that before. Huh. Mm-hmm. Slightly making me regret not just going for the Bushwhack line, I will admit. Oh, they're so good at torching this now as well. Yeah, maybe I was just meant to Abrade their Otter. They'd then have 0 Otters in play right now. I'd be feeling a lot more comfy. As in Abrade on turn 2, Riddle, Bushwhack on 3. Oh, Flood Maw, okay. That's fine, I suppose. Do they ever do that if they have Torch in hand? They don't, right? There's like no shot. Vivi has arrived, but we have the Abrade ready, thank goodness. Which I assume is what we're meant to do. Yeah, them not having a 4th land and us still having this Abrade because of me misplaying earlier are both working out quite nicely. Roaring Furnace, rude. Guess we just fire this off. Successful misplay, yeah, you love to see it. Alright, let's go for this. Keep our life total vaguely healthy at least. We get to start riddling real soon. Oh! That's such a nice card. Alright. This was an untapped land. We get to go Song into Riddler. Sadly, we do not get to do that, but it's still pretty incredible. Gonna be a lot of mana. Yeah, they probably just felt like they had to, kind of, after missing a land drop. Have to take, like, the high roll line to catch up. Not unreasonable. In my mind. Depends on how their hand looks. Planisphere is growing. Can't deny it. Ooh, we get 2 tutor. Alright, so we're gonna fire off 1 Analyze. So that we draw an extra card if this is a Riddler. Those are quite nice, actually. Oh, are they dead? Analyze for Floodcaller, play Floodcaller. They only take 12. I mean, that sounds pretty good. Wow, desculpting would be so much better here. Common Flood Maw L, apparently. Vivi Prowess. Why does Desculpting do more? We could bounce our Riddler to dig for lethal. What do we want against Vivi? I assume Heritage Reclamation is quite bad. Yes, Stormbrood helps answer a Vivi that's in play. Or maybe Fresh Start. Be fine. Although it's pretty bad into like bounce spell. Isn't unsummon better then? No, Desculpting Blast makes 1/1s when your opponent attacks you. And also does loops with Stormchaser's talent. Hey Jamura, Standard's going good today. We did kind of badly with Naya unit, but Otters has been treating us well. Fire Magic. It is good against Otter tokens. I don't think it really does much against them though, outside of that. I think Abrade also doesn't do a huge amount. Oh, it does kill Vivi though, so we probably just need it. Maybe we need further raid, yeah. I was wondering that. Be able to answer Vivi reliably. Floodmaw bouncing Vivi. Oh, it also bounces Otter tokens. Floodmaw sounds really good. And Planisphere tokens. Yeah, I don't think I ever want to destroy a Planisphere with a Braid. It's mainly killing their creatures that I care about, I think. I think I just run it like this and don't sideboard very much. But first time playing the matchup, see how it plays out. They might have Agatha. They probably have 1 copy, maybe 2 at most. Since they're playing the Prowess build. Alright, Trainer, find us a Lay of the Land, I guess. They run 4 VVs. As they should. VV is basically the thing their deck does. You flood more for the Otter. It's interesting. Should probably just torch it though. One that only had 2 or 3 VVs. Yeah, they used to play less VVs before Kata was banned, but now VV is just the good card. For all intents and purposes. Fire off the Trainer. Take the Song. Of course, they probably have Fire Magic in against me post-board. Which is a little annoying. They sure do be drawing cards. Phenomenal draw. So yeah, we're gonna go attack for 1. Just fire off a stock up. They might negate this. Oh, they spell pierce this. It's fine. We have talent to return it later. It's not the end of the world. Oh yeah, the VV Cauldron. Legally distinct from VV Prowess, despite both decks playing both of those cards. Plays 4 VVs and 4 Cauldrons to combo with. Oh my god, stock up. Terrifying, terrifying. Terrifying. Anyway, I guess I'm just getting back my stock up. Yeah, maybe they just didn't own all the cards, Belf. I don't know. VVs and Cauldrons are like the most expensive cards ever printed. Slight exaggeration, but it's pretty obscene. Do we get to torch the VV? Let's go. That's pretty fantastic for us. Opponent agrees. We did it. We beat one of the two best decks in Standard. Sure? Why not? Seems fine. Reese Wrench Goblin. Huh. Strip Mine Timeless. I don't know. It sounds really fun to me. I just only stream Standard. The moment I stream a different format, half my viewers leave. So I just stick with Standard forever. Maybe I meant to wait. I'm worried. Maybe I'm too scarred by Monstrous Rage and I meant to wait on this Abrade. Green scares you. Probably means they have Innkeepers and Overprotect. Most likely. Wow. Opponent is not having a good time, apparently. You open free VVs from your pre-releases and bundles. Hell yeah. We'd love to hear it. Yeah, I don't know, Sophia. I'm at peace with it. I recognize that there are some people who are here for me, and there are some people who are here for Magic, and there are some people who are here for Standard. And that, like, changing to a different format keeps two of those viewer bases, but loses the third, and it's fine. Just how things be. Yeah, that makes sense, Kenneth. It's a lot of formats to keep up with for stuff like that, honestly. Oh, maybe attacking's kind of bad. Oops. I'm just going to Song post-combat and then consult. As my opponent ropes, they've had their Ember Heart abraded one too many times. They've had it up to here. Aww. I'm glad you enjoy the content so much, Kenneth. Good to have you here. They've had it up to here with their mouse getting abraded. They won't take it no more. They're throwing down the laptop and going for a nice walk. Free and O question mark? I'm not sure that one really counts. I'm gonna be honest. Alright, let's get in one more cheeky match before the end.